Democratic Republic of Congo.
Well, sit down, sit down.
Let's go around the world first.
That research, we educate the world about Nigeria. We educate central banks about Nigeria. We help educate the IMF about Nigeria. And so being here is a very important thing. And what we want to do is be open in more countries in Europe, in Africa, so that over time the next generation has a footprint here. And when you're here, you actually have much more local knowledge. So you're in Lagos, you know much more about what's going on in Nigeria than I could know sitting in New York City. And we're quite optimistic about the future of Africa. I really do wish that America helped get our companies over here to help Africa, to help grow and expand and bring capital, ideas, technology, et cetera. And that's kind of why we're here. And then we rely on local town.ou to help your country.
No, thank you.
Say they want to they want to educate IMF about Nigeria. Isn't that something?
Often have different outcomes than people expect, and sometimes when they start, they can be lasting for 5, 6, or 7 years. And so I think it's incumbent on all of us to worry about it. It doesn't stop J.P. Morgan from expanding. We want to serve clients and serve countries and be respected wherever we do business to help Nigerians in Nigeria and Nigerian companies here, and also Nigerian companies that they go overseas. So we still have expansion plans. So worrying about that doesn't stop us from doing things, but we just have to be very conscious of the risk it creates.
You think leadership is a common case? No. Esther said, if I perish, I perish. Whenever you are in leadership, look at what happened to Donald Trump. In America, where security is everywhere. Yet, 2 times now they wanted to kill him. Every profession has its own risk. If you're not willing to take the risk that is attached to any profession, step aside so that people who are given that mind by God will go ahead and serve God in that capacity. If you're an actor and an actress and you say you're not going to hug babes and you're not going to kiss them, step aside. Because that's what the job is. Don't come and say you're a body. You think leadership is a common case? No. Esther said, if I perish, I perish. Whenever you are in leadership, look at what happened to Donald Trump. In America, where security is everywhere. Yet 2 times now they wanted to kill him. Every profession has its own risk. If you're not willing to take the risk that is attached to any profession, step aside so that people who are given that mind by God will go ahead and serve God in that capacity. If you're an actor and an actress and you say you're not going to hug babes and you're not going to kiss them, step aside. Because that's what the job is. Don't come and say you're a born-again Christian. That's what the job entails. If you're a politician and you can't stand for your people that voted for you, and because you don't want to die, step aside. Because that's what the job entails. Any politician that is not behaving like Simfubara, who will resist and protest when his rights are trampled upon, knowing that our judicial system, knowing that our electoral system have failed us, that any politician who will not stand his ground, no matter the risk to his person, I said I will not speak for that politician again, and I maintain it. And you can see what is happening, because we can't go forward. We calm down. If Simfubara has been saying calm down, do you know where River State would have been? He said he's ready for them. He's fully prepared. The election must go on. The election must hold. Winners must be declared. They will be sworn in. And whatever is going to happen, let it happen. I am looking for leaders who would say nobody will rig my election. And if you rig my election, I will fight. Nigerians, come out and fight. If they kill anybody, let them kill all of us. Oh yes, and thank God I'm seeing it happen. What Fubara did, was he advocating for violence? Was he advocating that the law should be broken? No. He was advocating for his rights. That's my opinion. That's my advocacy. We must advocate for our right and stand by it. I did not disqualify anybody. I don't have that right. I said I am not going to speak for anybody going forward except this person meets this criteria. In any case, we have finished 2023 election. It's over. 2027 election has not come. So anybody who is saying betrayal, what am I betraying? There is nothing on ground. When I was a spokesman in 2023, I did my job creditably well, and we convinced Nigerians on what we believe is right. But you can see that in Nigeria, you not only have to have the power to win election, you have to have the power to defend your election. So anybody that does not have that spirit or power to defend the votes in a manner that you would say, whatever happens to me as a person, let it happen. I am not willing to speak any further for the person. So what I just simply said is that going forward, I will no longer be part of this until these fears are addressed. So I did not disqualify anybody. One, I don't have that power. Then two, I am not betraying anybody because I'm still a member of Labour Party. And you can see I'm still fighting that Labour Party should be consolidated because Nigerians are looking for an alternative to these people. That if you want to fight these people who are compulsive thieves and who are the worst amongst us, leading us, according to Sideton Dume, who is part of them, then you have to grow higher and be more aggressive than calm down. That's what I said, and I stand by it. In all honesty, I would have said we don't. But because I'm a student of theology, I would not say so. Because when Elijah thought he was the only person that was worshiping God, God said, no, you're not the only person. There are more than 7,000 persons like you still in that country that have not done anything evil. I know them. So the only thing we have to do in this country, we must not be sentimentally attached to anybody, any politician. We must not be loyal to political parties or politicians. We have to be loyal to the country and to the law. And if any law is unjust, we have to fight the law. If anybody is doing anything illegal, no matter who the person is, we have to fight the person. So in Nigeria, we must create the environment so that those 7,000 that we do not know who are leaders will be able to begin to emerge. If the good ones keep quiet, they will never emerge. When people say people are selling their votes, you know why they are selling their votes? Because they believe that even if they vote their conscience, it will not count. Not because they want to be corrupt. They saw what happened in 2023. I was an active participant in that election of 2023. They did not sell their votes. But after, it did not count. So they'll be like, why would I go and say I'm voting for my conscience when it will not count? If I'm going to take this money, at least it will be what I gain. So if we don't fight
Hello, everyone. Ah, no worries. Hmm. Um. Let's see. So many things they happen. So many distractions, I should say. So, but let's get situated by going back to some of our classic memories. Before we dive into why I believe that Nigerians need a news story. I mean, if you are a dedicated follower of this channel, and Dr. Dameji for that matter, if you dey follow 90 Minutes Africa for the past 3-4 weeks now, I think at the end of today's show, you agree with me that what we really need is a new story, a new narrative, not necessarily new leaders. Because it's now obvious. I mean, you don't. I don't think, as I said, you had to follow these two platforms or these two programs. You don't need to be convinced that the current leadership structure that we have is already compromised. There's no way we can get the people president. There's no way we can get people leadership. There's no way we can get people-oriented policies. In other words, the freedom that we have now is just an illusion. There is no way we can free ourselves if we don't have a new story. Human beings are storytellers. The world as we see it is a story. It comes to being. I've always said Nigeria, even Nigeria is itself, is a story that is still being told, that is still unfolding. How do we want that to continue? Is that the story is now before us? Now we get the story now. How do we want to tell it? Continue that it is, alter it, but whatever it is, I believe 100% convinced that we need a new story. We need a new narrative. So the energy that we put in trying to choose from the leaders that have been selected before us, it's not going to yield anything different. They're doing the same thing every time. Now, be definition of insanity, Abby. But anyway, as I said, I'm looking for some classes to go into. Daniel Tab, don't you think Nigeria can get better in its current setup? With the structuring, I mean, like devolution of the source code. Daniel, now the story will they tell us with that, or they want us to continue. Brother, when you say resource control, when you say resource control, two things be there. Resources, one, and the control of it. Right? But before you control anything, right, you have to own it to control it. So, and before you can own anything, because remember, you come into this world with nothing. Before you can own anything, even the one way they will to you, before you can fully take control ownership of it, you have to have a certain kind of freedom. You understand? If you are poor, you never see 100,000 naira before, they can't call you say then will estate of $1 billion to you. You know, if you control that estate, they no go allow you control am. Let me put it that way. You understand? So, how free are we to want to say we want to own our resources, then control it? In other words, no be we get the resources. No, we will get win a tenants for that place, Nigeria. So to answer your question collectively, where the current setup we go work, the current setup as it is, no be we get them. We are not in control. It's not under our ownership. So we have to start the process of gaining it back first, right? It used to be ours, but they can't collect them. So we need to collect them back before we can talk about ownership and control. You understand? That is what people are not actually saying when they try to differentiate America and the only country on this planet Earth that I know of that actually individual, the citizen, own the resources, is America. That goes to everything, even the Federal Reserve Bank, anything you can think of is own, not collectively. You understand? So our own resources, yes, is under illusion that the states own it. Not lie. We know they control anything. So no, the current setup is not going to get better. It's going to get better for a few people. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I mean, even as it is now, few people, I mean, because people are not actually processing the concept of being a billionaire in a country that is producing nothing. In a country that 99% of the people are living below poverty, but is chunking out billionaires, real billionaires. How many countries in the world does that? How many countries in the world produce billionaires? And so there are so many things that we have lost to, I don't know, maybe to the media, although we don't process it through. We won't just follow the narrative. So if you reason in some concept where it is say that the current setting did not even make sense. You understand? That's why you have the president, your own president, and the vice president will leave the country and have one of the most powerful human beings on the planet coming to tell you how things should run. And people are not concerned. Instead, we say, oh, where the man, where the man. That's to tell you that even the man himself, he not just be a manager. So the restructuring in the English word is very bogus, right? It's a political word. So when you say restructuring, in what way? You understand? We're going to restore the polity and the policy, because the polity and the policy are two different things. You understand? If you control your politics and refuse to control your policies, then of what use? You understand? The both have to be within your own control. Nobody say one outsider go they control one side, you go they struggle with the other one. You will never attain your full potential. So devolution of power, I agree, but will they agree? When I mean with those who are currently in the aim of leadership, both politically, economically, spiritually, religiously, every form of leadership, even socially, right? Do they understand that concept that the need for us to actually enjoy a little bit of what democracy is all about is for every state to actually has really more control of his way of life, how he govern, and to some extent how he generates his our own economy. So any devolution that is the view of giving power to the states, as far as I'm concerned, is just it's not for the majority. Take the US you are in. States are like mini countries, exactly what I'm saying. Within the country, local council are like mini states. Within the states, local council are so that is if you follow me where they always push the narrative of what dual sovereignty. That's what it means, right? Dual sovereignty. Right? I'm in Miami. Yeah, right now I'm in Miami. And I'm being in Florida. It's like, okay, it's the analogy what you just spent there, people know go actually understand what it means. If you know they live for America, or if you know I don't know, because it's People who work too much, actually understand how the country work, right? The more I don't dey Florida for the past 1 week. The more I go from one city to another, the more everything different. Yes, the infrastructure might be the same, but the laws and economy and everything differ. So are prices. I start from Texas. They buy gas what $2 premium, $2.50 on average per gallon. This morning I buy $3.10 for Miami, but we're in the same country. But they run on different. Everybody get waiting they work for them. What he wants to develop, what he wants to specialize on. So until we go to that level, and once the power is developed to the state, then there is a need for the local structure to also move their own authority. All states in Nigeria can generate wealth, but unfortunately, only petroleum is focused on the national cake and other. It is because people will capture that state called Nigeria. They had to engineer a system, a structure that they can control indirectly. You understand? The British people are the architect of unicameral legislative. That's a parliamentary system of governance, and they master it above anything. So any country they colonize, they institute that way of governance. When America was colonized too, the same thing, but the Americans had to raise up and break that system, started their own. When they start their own, which is presidential system of government, they master it. They make sure they run it to any country they actually capture, right? America they capture because they know they decolonize again. They cannot come and colonize now olden days. Now all the days where people colonize and use. Say they develop their own, which is state capture, and the easiest way to do it, that is because the advent of technology, and now AI and the rest. So they have to force the system. Now America they do one thing, right? They use all the system. If na military way go give them access to control you, they go engineer the military coup. If na democracy, they go engineer them. They know they have resources and time to actually carry that out. So if you look when they won't capture the Nigerian state that the British created from the British, which directly begins in the 60s, we felt the effects, right? The coup, the civil war, the military rule. They said, oh, not them involved indirectly. So this is a system they can control. Now, if you are now asking our leaders all for us to push to that dual sovereignty, which is what I prefer, that's why I said Nigerians need a new story, which is, I believe, the story we should be pushing, that every state should have its own sovereignty. By so doing, every local authority, but it is not going to this current elite, this current political structure, which is consists of the politicians, the business elites, the religious elite, the social elite, everybody are in one accord because it is working for them. And easily for them to work together because now only four they try to decide to explore, and it's more than enough. So if you are not asking them to do that, we are telling them to pretty much slash their standard of living. It's not going to work, both home and abroad. When I mean abroad, even the foreign powers. Unless we have to force it to make it happen. And the easiest way to start that is to start a new story, to start a new narrative. You understand? We start questioning this democracy that we are practicing, if it's actually the way for us. So there's so many. So that's why I said a new story entirely is needed, not leaders. These leaders have masterminded the story that they are telling us for the past 60 years. They refine it every day. Even the oil production is underreported. That is because we are not. You understand? You cannot get the accuracy of what you are not, which is what you don't own, what you are not in control. You understand? So when people are finding it difficult to understand, when I say no, we get our resources, no, we get our land, we just look at it from that perspective. How come we don't know how much you are producing? How come we don't know how much you are consuming? How come the fuel is being stolen every day? Every day. So if Tinubu is worth 2 billion today, when they say fuel, imagine if they no fit steal, if foreigners no come fit steal the fuel again, make it know the accurate of the fuel. Do you think it's gonna worth just $2 billion? He knows that too, but it's beyond him. You can't fight him alone. So a new story has to evolve. And as far as I'm concerned, that story has to evolve from the 129 million poor people that are just been recorded. Because those people are a lot of this story that me and you are talking about. Triumph, I greeted you. No, they shout from France. No, don't be intimidating us. France now is sliding to a third world country. You just shout, slide France. Eh? Hey, you have liked the program for the day. Correct. All that poetry, Mr. B. Nigeria need people like me to help them. Help your country where you did first. help France. France need help. Help France. So. Ah, man of prestige. Good morning. Good morning. Nigeria are comedians. They really believe the crude oil in the south belongs to them. They're supposed to label Nigerians property of the West. They not going to understand that about it. When I talk at the side of conspiracy theories, it is say they're free. Man of prestige, I agree with you. Man. I did Miami. Imagine the first thing that I engage myself is to do laundry. Isn't that something? But traveling along across this country, just tell me that another story now we need. This Nigerian, people are say, what would they tell people say? But you know, Babati, you know what they funny me. You know what they funny me. You know what they funny me. If you bring 3 Nigerians, eh? Okay, if you bring 3 Nigerians outside and ask them what they think of the Nigerian state. One person will tell you, say Nigerian a business that was put together by the West or by the British people. 100% believe that, and he will give you reason, statistic data that will make it yes, you know what he's talking about. The second person go tell you, say Nigeria as it is so, even though their business they put together is not still one. And that person will give you reason, data, and statistics, and he or she will be right. And the third person will believe you, say, hi, we never did free. We're not supposed to get independent when we get them. And again, that person will be right. These are 3 Nigerians. But if you come tell the 3 of them together, say, now West, they control us, that we know they govern ourselves, these people will go to war with you. But it's not the same thing the 4 of una talk. The same thing is the same thing, no, but it's just from different understanding, but we'll start arguing with each other. We all agree that we are not who we supposed to be. But for us to now come into a way for us to actually face the problem, that's where the problem is. So our understanding varies, and that is because our background starts from the fact that we only knew what we were taught. All of us. So now, when individually can they branch out of curiosity, out of physical experience, out of exposure, we can they get a little bit of understanding that is different from what the general of us know. Then we now bring those experiences together in the table. But the problem is that we lack the understanding that yes, we want the same thing. Yes, we are seeing the problem. We are seeing it from different angles. that the solution is for us to actually compromise and agree on a way forward. Then possibly when we get to that forward, we will now actually now agree again on how to actually live the kind of life we want to live, either separately or however we want it. That's the problem we are having. And that, I think that problem is rooted on the new religion that we all have been indoctrinated to, which is what? Capitalism, right? The game of first. You have to be the best. You, me. Anything and affairs, I'm the first to do it. I'm the this. Even we actually micromanage that to our family. Now maybe this for my family. Let me first be this for my family. Let me first travel for my family. Let me first graduate for my family. Let me first speak English. Like that has gradually destroyed that collectivity, that collectiveness, that communalism that we need to actually build a life or to actually survive. That communalism that actually differentiates us from every other animal. Because the difference between you and goats, nothing, you individually, you and goats are the same. You come, you die, you go. How will not they die? Now be the difference. But most importantly, you are more dangerous on that goat. But the major power lies in collectiveness. We can come out in tens, hundreds, millions, and create towns, cities, build cars, build whatever we want, which the other animals cannot do. So you now begin to ask yourself, we in Nigeria, where in Nnamdi Kanu will be zoo, is it really wrong? Because if collectively, as people, we cannot even make our own immediate environment conducive enough for us to live in 2024, after thousands of years of evolution, then you will begin to agree with him that are we really better than every other animal that cannot do the same thing? Because if you look at the airline today from Sahara Report, says there's darkness is pretty much all the cities in Nigeria in 2024. So we need a new story. Man of President, you too like G. I don't think I go gym, man of President. I enter gym every day, 2-3 times a day. Go back for more. As far as Babati earlier alluded to, say the gym where they go, prime fitness now for ghetto, which I agree with him. But I don't know where I go say where I did I ghetto. Where I did now, there's a Planet Fitness just down the street. These are all skyscrapers. I mean, maybe not because now Miami anyway. So I beg of you, leave my capitalism alone. The survivor of this fittest will be a worker commode, which will call you need wahala. You see, my problem with all this about you see them, these people, nothing. This system as it is, so let's go there. They know anything we want change them. Lala, they go do everything to make sure they sustain it. I'm talking to you now, Daniel. So you see, say, even if the structure where they talk, if the structure is outside capitalism, it's not going to be success. You know, we're not going to achieve it. But what people like Babati, I won't say he doesn't understand, he doesn't know. He understand because now them, from the foundation to the end, now them. What they fail to let the world know, or the common people to know, you understand, is that the foundation of their capitalism was founded on socialism and is still hinged on socialism. All right? All of them money that they give on at start all on our business. All of them. All the modern advanced technology, all the development that we are enjoying today have their foundation from what? Communism. Because now taxpayers' money, federal government gather, give people. And if you, before you go down, say no, all you need to do is to go down to history. People know they like go back. Go back. Since the founders of Harvard, Yale, all these institutions that these powerful ideas are coming out in the name of capitalism, were all funded by what? Pentagon. We're all funded by Washington, D.C. How are these people getting their money? From taxpayers' money, which is collectiveness, which is communism. They will now give it to individual people to come and manipulate. They come and monetize those discoveries. So, my brother, we can boo us all we want. The same thing. So, nobody doesn't make you know do your capitalism, right? But at what expense? At whose expense? At whose expense? Babati, now your uncle has come to start from where Obasanjo started. Obasanjo sold all our collective wealth to individual people, his friends, right? Tinubu is coming to continue from there. But the bad thing is that the West are coming with their corporation to buy all this thing, to invest in all this thing. By so doing, kill all the mama put, all the people they sell akara for street, all the sugarcane seller, every other business that we see on the street are going to die in the name of corporation. Of course, you will be happy because you, Babati, you'll be sitting in one of the boards of this corporation as a Nigerian, even though na peanuts they come to you compared to the guy where they New York or where they London. But you are still happy because you are better than every other Nigerian because of the peanut that is coming to you. So we get that. Community can work. It's not no, you guys are not, nobody say community. No, there should be a level of fusion within everywhere. But at this point, we don't even own, just as you said, we don't own the resources. So if we don't bond together, how do you think we are going to enjoy the peanut that they will give us? Of course, they will now go interceptor at the top and now sprinkle gifts on us in the name of palliative. You know, we are very religious people, and the religions we are swimming in are all capitalist religion, Muslim and even more capitalist. Now them that's it. You just get it. You get it. So maybe I go look how my laundry is doing. Make I play on one of the most successful capitalists in Nigerian history. History, we say it, not be me. This man is one of the most successful capitalists in modern history, Nigerian history. I'm not listening to that for 5 minutes. I'll be back.
People protested when I was governor. They even caused strike. They shut down our schools for months, our hospitals for months. Well verified. We need more transparency. And when you talk about transparency in terms of figures, you show it, you elucidate it. Figures are not 1 + 1 is 2. It's not something you say it's just 2 because of. Tell us how we arrived at it and we'll believe. And when we talk about subsidy, I've continuously said, if we are removing subsidy, what are we replacing it with? Where are we applying that subsidy we removed to? So if you say to me, I've removed subsidy, I'm going to use it to build this number of classrooms to be able to pull out of school children into school so we can verify and follow and track those schools. We have issue in health, primary health care, especially issue of infant mortality. Removal of resources will enable us to build this number of primary health cares in different, so that we can measure it. So you don't remove something without saying what is replaced and where we moving our money to. Or it's helping us to manage our debts. This is it. But here we have fuel subsidy removed, the debt is increasing, and we're not seeing anything. We have to continue our journey on democracy. It's government of the people, for the people, and by the people. However, we need to tweak it where we have some level of parliamentary system in it, like is in South Africa. So we need to deal with issue of more scrutiny in our expenditure, in our borrowing, in efforts to be able to ensure that our scarce resources is prioritized to to areas of urgent need for development, from security, food, all those areas, education. I'm not preoccupied about 2027 election. I'm preoccupied by Nigerians eating today and having a better life. I've said it before. My politics is not about the election. I am not desperate to be president, and I don't want to. What I want to hear is that fuel prices are coming down, bread is getting cheaper, Nigerians are not. You cannot be talking about 38 million Nigerians facing hunger, and I'm talking about next election. Let's talk about hunger. Let's talk about managing our resources today. Let's talk about doing the right thing, the right behavior, showing example to the younger ones, growing up that we're leaders. I've said that everybody, they have right to protest. I've said it before. I would discuss with every protester. They even want government months before they did that. I would sit down and discuss with them. People protested when I was governor. They even called strike. They shut down our schools for months, our hospitals for months. Well verified. I was talking with them. I didn't come down. I have never, as a politician, as a governor, for one day, go and ask any policeman, say, please, stop somebody. Talk less of arresting the person. It shouldn't be. In a democracy, people have right to say no. I've said it every day. If I'm managing this facility and everybody loves me, I will resign. This is me. Wherever I am, I believe that I have enemies. My job is to convince them. If everybody loves me, then there's a problem. There's people who hate me because I'm just Peter. They don't even need to give me any reason. It is my job to convince them on why it should be. I convince the teachers why we should return schools to missionaries, and they've seen the result. I convince them why we should go to the missionary facilities, the Ministry of Health, and build school of nursing and midwifery. You just have to. It's a constant thing. That's why you're a leader. You're a communicator. You listen. You talk to the people. It's not a question of what the young ones. I'll meet them. The agitators, the protesters. I will be talking to them.
Babati, our friend with that. One of the strongest capitalists. We be say all from the beginning to end are buying and selling. But as God will have it, it can't run under socialist party. But most importantly, it can't preach production to consumption. And I just don't understand how they were able to force these two confusionists together, and people are running with it. This one don't come with your own wahala again. In Nigeria, Nigeria is back on track. God, Niger man. That fertilizer I go lead men there. Me I comot o. Abeg comot Peter Obi na big lie. Boy, you and him have the same religion now. You guys believe in the same way of life. Capitalism. Christianity and Islam make us too greedy as a people. Of course. But people are not saying that. Right? I'm not saying that. But for me, I think at this point, we should capitalize on what they are able to build, which is the structure they are able to put on ground. Let's take advantage of those structure and reach out to those 129 million people that among the million poor people that among the Paolo represent. Let's go after all those branches let's start preaching to the Christians and the Muslim the need that life itself is only three. The Nigerian as we currently have is like the Holy Trinity, right? God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Now one person. Now you Nigerians, now you be Muslim, now you be Christian, now you defeat the issue of the economy. So it's 3 in 1. They can also make you no give into politics because you are a Christian. Nobody does make you no chop food because you be a Christian. No chop food because you be politician. No chop food because you be Muslim. So the idea that they are trying to make these three story as a separate entity, that's where we are as a people, the confusion. But it is now upon us who believe politics is a way of life. It's pretty much the only institution that's been invented by man in order for us to exercise that superiority over other animals, which is what coming together in numbers and build something. No one person don't build one thing. It has to be collection of every other person from every over the world to do something. And the way we choose to bring that to fruition is called politics, which is what ability for us to give and take, ability for us to compromise our special different interests, for us to achieve a common goal. That's what makes human beings special, right? Which is the foundation of capitalism. But they are not trying to preach it to you the other way around. That in your genius, in your superiority, in your special whatever, and then they make it. No, it is a lie. So, but if we now need to go into churches, the branches, and start telling them the need for us to actually bring that you to bear, and that doesn't take you being a Christian or Muslim, whatever, away from you, is the way to go. Again, it has to be a new story. That is just the route that the new story should take. If structure that's already on ground that is laid by our religion beliefs, let's go with that structure. If there's any organized institution that has a better structure than PDB and APC, is Redeemed Christian Church of God, is Winners, is Deeper Life. I'm talking on the Christian side. And as far as I'm concerned, there is no village in this fucking Nigeria that we don't have mosques. I don't know. At least unless there are not people, there are not up to 100 people in that village. Born apartheid, just say subo. That one now you know that one. No. By the time we don't carry people for one feed for Boronu, made a weed corn 23 hours, 23 and a half hours a day. That your bonjo bombasi will turn to Yayane Mutumina Najin you up. You go say you're hungry. Anyway, if you actually believe he and his friend will have more influence than Daddy Gio and Imam with 120 million poor Nigerians, they play. No, that's not the point. That's not the isn't that Daddy Gio. That's not the point I'm making. Oh my god, that's funny. The point I'm making, Babati, is that you have to actually go into the churches, right? Not to condemn them, not to say the way they are seeing whatever way they are going is wrong. No. But you also let them know that in order for them to actually serve these gods effectively, they need to be fully fed. And in order for you to be fully fed, things has to be put in order. In order for those things to be put in order, we have to come collectively to make it work. Nobody's gonna make you stop. I'm not saying no, give me New York. No. That's not the point I'm trying to make. After all, one of the most successful movements and carried out by human, right, in the modern world, right? Collectiveness, and was the only instrument, the only technology that they had to use then is the church, which is the civil rights movement, right? Everybody talk about Dr. Luther King. Nobody talk about why is that reverend in it. Not because now these are church people. Church became their safe haven, become their refuge, right? Whoever they hungry go church. Whoever is trouble will go church. Whoever want they run from trouble will go church. Whoever won't fight, then go church. They have their weapon. They have everything. Because that's the only place that they can actually gather in unison, right? I'm able to face every threat that come. If boys gather for corner, they do anything, but police will come destroy them, or gangs go run up on them. If women decide they one place, they will call, they say they be. So the only place that you can actually go and plan and organize was the church, right? And the church not still in existence, both then, both now, they're still there. So we go into the churches, it's not to condemn them or to know or to overpower them. It's try to make them understand, say, come on. The survival of the church today depends on how the government work or how everybody hungry reach. Now gonna the days where hunger they push people enter church, right? Because back in the agricultural revolution, we come to embrace the churches during the industrial revolution. The only way to actually feed yourself now to go outside physically and do some hard work, right? Or you go to church where it's already there and you'll be given. Today, you no need to go church. If you go church there won't collect one way you no get. So these days, man, they hustle, man go enter internet. Man, there's so many ways to hustle without necessarily going to church. And everything is beginning to come to light that everyone self na scam. But I don't know, nobody say you go inside church, go to say everyone na scam. And that time, Baba Gio, Daddy Gio go tell you, say, you know what Baba Gio they talk about. So all I'm saying, we can reach 129 million people, those poor people, collectively via those structures because redeem day everywhere. That's what I mean. Yeah. Just why do you think Buhari was successful in 2020, 2013 and 14? It is because they also capitalize in what? The redeemed Christians of God's structure. By carrying Yemi Oshibanjo, which resonates everywhere across the country, anywhere redeemed they don't say their boy, they go as rock. People did not see that connectivity, that connection there. Anyways, Daniel say, actually, okay, that is why looting is never enough. A billionaire who's still to become a billionaire, get into government and focus on stealing more instead of serving. All of us are one of. No, of course, no. The only way they are stealing, the question what you are missing out from there is that what are they stealing for? They are stealing to maintain power. Right? How you get to power is very important. If you go to power because of public voice, people actually genuinely love you. It doesn't matter if you come out of power, the people are still going to be, you're still going to be famous, you're still going to be popular. I mean, the Democrats will argue that Obama is still one of the popular figure they have. Rightly so, it's no longer in power. But that means no steal money. That's a different conversation. But our leaders, just as you said, they stole to get to power. And you need that money to remain in power. Since you did not work to get in power, so you keep stealing just to remain in power. AKA, where's just follow the story of Wiki and Amechi. Why you think say anything where Amechi talk and allow everybody laugh at, both the rich and the poor? Because bulldozer away this year. Now it's now come to talk to the people. No, we don't want here. So that, but now Wiki they doing all again because it's pretty much in the head of the stealing money. If you are not in a position to steal money again, that means you are no longer in power. In Nigeria, you got to be in power to steal money. And Jama, you correct. Remind those people say I still get a super chat, I still get membership, I still get there's plenty instruments you can use to make sure we kick them Babati and Obi run for their money. We won't sell religion. We never recover from Christianity yet. Una don't choke our neck with another one. Well, which one the Chinese they bring come in the next 50 years? Wow, everybody go take turn on us. Wait, that the British start with us, Abi. Oh, we never have only British now. I didn't think we get it from the Roman Empire. So the British started with us, they finished with us. America take over, dealing with us now. Is it going to be the end, or the Chinese are going to capture the Nigerian state from them and give Biafra their state? Let's go there. When I say Chinese, when I they respond to KJ saying that the Chinese go give Biafra, Biafra will be their first colonial state. It is a Naigbo and the smoke. They are coming. If China had not discouraged Christianity and Islam, they would still have remained underdeveloped. I agree with you. You are right. The instrument to keep you using be that. And yeah, he's back on track. Oh. I believe you, man. He supports that belief with £5. I remember back in 2014-15, in my RCCG branch in the UK, if you don't support Osinbajo and APC, you will be labeled as a sinner. No be small matter. That's the thing. Just imagine how many of you get that message at that time. Oh man, it's will be special people. So Nigerians need new narrative, need a new story, not new leader. The story will automatically breed leaders, the new leaders that we need. If we don't start a new story for the unborn generation to come and capitalize on, the Chinese will come and deal with us the way the British and the Americans are the way the British did, America is currently doing. They won't know who could take over from the Chinese. Babati, do you have an idea who take over from the Chinese? Daniel. Let's assume the Chinese will come and take over by the year 2070. 50 years or 80 years from now. 60 years from now. Any idea who's in position? India? India go war, so India know they play. India know they play. Indians are their own evil. They go pack all of us go India, go clean up India. As they carry my triumph, come clean up Nigeria. As they finish from Nigeria, they ship and go New Delhi. I've been to India, I've been to Russia, could be Russia, could be China. I think Russia will assume that regional, because Russia will have to colonize. Russia will colonize. Russia will take Europe back from America, and they will deal with them. While that's not so they go do. They go share them. Russia will take Europe. China will take South, the whole Asia, and carry Africa journal. Until the new story that we will develop will mature enough to set us free. Let's say by the year 3050. By the year 3050, that will be my what generation first. Massive. 130 years from now. That's give and take 6 generations. Not too far. Sixth generation, not too far from here. But at the same time, it's far because we don't know who our sixth generation past is. We don't even know our triumph and Nigeria. Who help me? We know na fourth grandfather. Let's even not even go that far. Just the fourth one. The one way boy your grandfather, your great grandfather. I know I don't know my own. I don't even know my grandfather. I don't even hear about my grandfather self. I don't know any story about my grandfather. I just hear his name now, Ojo. That's it. Mm. I will deal with all Nigerians now. British dead with us. America capture us from them. Are currently dealing with us. Maybe now Chinese will come take over. By the year 2070, they will deal with us. I say who's next online? Now India have been Russia. I think Russia will be first. Russia will colonize, they'll take back Europe from America. China will take over Africa. So France, Triumph, anywhere you did, you are fucked. That man, they always enjoy himself. That man be like only of Ife. France is taking back their African colony. France is fighting not to be colonized. That's what she know. Now, wait till they don't want to tell you be that. If you are a businessman and you begin to launch your businesses, no be your attention will turn to survival, no be expansion. You say, will I survive this crisis? No, talk about say you want to expand. That colony is gone to Russia. Russia don't take over their colony. So, oh, you know your grandfather. Okay. German, you know your great grandfather. The fourth one. The one way born your grandfather, you know him. No, I don't say I don't say you know go know him, like see him, but you know anything about him, they tell you anything about him, who him be, waiting in doing, all those kind of shit. We are in there among the top 1% of their time, or in the top bottom. They tell you, you know, we are in a bad boy like you, or in a humble Christian. I don't know say I go out of connection. I don't know where. You they go, you they wait after America election to go. Ah! America don't sign up for Russia. They don't tell you. They don't. It's like, oh my God, man. This is why I pity Zelensky. America say fuck it. America first of all call up the most important meeting they're supposed to have. Say they don't get time. They use a hurricane as an example. Say fuck it. They like you won't go meet them again. They come. That's not our priority now. They let the country go from one European country to another. Tell us they come. We know they there. Find a way to make make agreement with Russia. America, they don't go be fight Russia. They just say, who be you now? It's over. America is done with Russia. Fortunately, I think they go now after election, but they hand off quick. They are focused on Iran. He say they wait for American election to go after Russia. Una dey grace. Wanna go after the Niger first. Niger the next so they go feel hold now. They go hold now without American behind you guys. May them leave France. May them leave French army and Niger army without the backing of our NATO and America. Go finish France now. They craze. Me, I don't get lights. But when I know you know where I did. I did outside car. Na Miami I did. I didn't go get even the hurricane no reach yourself. I get lights. Now money here anyway, just 10. Sun never come on. No. Let I take for America. Don't pay for that now. Or there's disaster. I'm gonna go hang my clothes. Now I live now with I won't go inside. Go fold my clothes. Listen, man. When was the last time French fight war? Where they say that them be the best in the world? Hmm? They use your old glory till they sing song. When they fight last, try to all this news. Been on German. You won't tell us about your party, PDP. But once a member, one fight, you never fight. But you now be the best. So how? How not be the best? When one fight, you never fight. Hmm? So how comes you are the best? So what are the metrics?
that you use to measure that make you the best? When I listen to Okonkwo, now go take care of business.
You think leadership is a common case? No. Esther said, if I perish, I perish. Whenever you are in leadership, look at what happened to Donald Trump. In America, where security is everywhere. Yet, 2 times now they wanted to kill him. Every profession has its own risk. If you're not willing to take the risk that is attached to any profession, step aside so that people who are given that mind by God will go ahead and serve God in that capacity. If you're an actor and an actress and you say you're not going to hug babes and you're not going to kiss them, step aside. Because that's what the job is. Don't come and say you're a born again Christian. That's what the job entails. If you're a politician and you can't stand for your people that voted for you, and because you don't want to die, step aside. Because that's what the job entails. Any politician that is not behaving like Simfubara, who will resist and protest when his rights are trampled upon, knowing that our judicial system, knowing that our electoral system have failed us, that any politician who will not stand his ground, no matter the risk to his person, I said I will not speak for that politician again, and I maintain it. And you can see what is happening, because we can't go forward. We calm down. If Simfubara has been saying calm down, do you know where River State would have been? He said he's ready for them. He's fully prepared. The election must go on. The election must hold. Winners must be declared. They will be sworn in. And whatever is going to happen, let it happen. I am looking for leaders who would say nobody will rig my election. And if you rig my election, I will fight. Nigerians, come out and fight. If they kill anybody, let them kill all of us. Oh yes, and thank God I'm seeing it happen. What Fubara did, was he advocating for violence? Was he advocating that the law should be broken? No. He was advocating for his right. That's my opinion. That's my advocacy. We must advocate for our right and stand by it. I did not disqualify anybody. I don't have that right. I said I am not going to speak for anybody going forward except this person meets this criteria. In any case, we have finished 2023 election. It's over. 2027 election has not come. So anybody who is saying betrayal, what am I betraying? There is nothing on ground. When I was a spokesman in 2023, I did my job creditably well, and we convinced Nigerians on what we believe is right. But you can see that in Nigeria, you not only have to have the power to win election, you have to have the power to defend your election. So anybody that does not have that spirit or power to defend the votes in a manner that you would say, whatever happens to me as a person, let it happen. I am not willing to speak any further for the person. So what I just simply said is that going forward, I will no longer be part of this until these fears are addressed. So I did not disqualify anybody. One, I don't have that power. Then two, I am not betraying anybody because I'm still a member of Labour Party. And you can see I'm still fighting that Labour Party should be consolidated because Nigerians are looking for an alternative to these people. That if you want to fight these people who are compulsive thieves and who are the worst amongst us, leading us, according to Senator Ndume, who is part of them, then you have to grow higher and be more aggressive than calm down. That's what I said, and I stand by it. In all honesty, I would have said we don't. But because I'm a student of theology, I would not say so. Because when Elijah thought he was the only person that was worshiping God, God said, no, you're not the only person. There are more than 7,000 persons like you still in that country that have not done anything evil. I know them. So the only thing we have to do in this country, we must not be sentimentally attached to anybody, any politician. We must not be loyal to political parties or politicians. We have to be loyal to the country and to the law. And if any law is unjust, we have to fight the law. If anybody is doing anything illegal, no matter who the person is, we have to fight the person. So in Nigeria, we must create the environment so that those 7,000 that we do not know who are leaders will be able to begin to emerge. If the good ones keep quiet, they will never emerge. When people say people are selling their votes, you know why they are selling their votes? Because they believe that even if they vote their conscience, it will not count. Not because they want to be corrupt. They saw what happened in 2023. I was an active participant in that election of 2023. They did not sell their votes. But after, it did not count. So they'll be like, why would I go and say I'm voting for my conscience when it will not count? If I'm going to take this money, at least it will be what I gain. So if we don't fight,
I don't call you, may you come. I know hear you now. Try off. So I did busy here somehow. I need to.
I dey greet. I don't come now. They hear me live. They hear me now live. You know they say French now French. We know we don't do the front to even America they fear us. US Marine they fear us. The French foreign league.
Now they say una never buy war, una do una be the best. So how will I take be the best now? How they do it? Do I video call now? I be the best.
Now we be the best now in the world now.
In what?
Even Marine,
I don't fight
even when they
war.
come. You know what
Which
thing that
war I don't fight?
we they do things wey people no believe now. No be everything that they
Which
talk on air now.
now they say now which one I don't go do now? Who will see?
We they follow others. Understand? We they follow
Yeah, now down from the boss, which is America. I made the same
Eh?
thing.
We they follow
Eh?
others. Eh?
I they talk
Yeah,
now.
I like
You
this
tell
point
him,
you play now. I like what you play now for this living in bondage, man. I take no. Instead they live inside.
now they
Eh?
living in bondage. How many people now they living in bondage? It doesn't Jay Z no know how, like for that's the way you call us so, living in bondage. They
No,
don't know
now we know now. Now we know now.
how.
You get what you know? Say in they talk to Obi indirectly. You know, say now Obi they talk to.
Yes, man.
Oh, no, Obi now people go look at saying they talk. You know, say Obi, everybody command for you. You know, fit to fight, no one die. Igbo man no one die. You they still they want chop
Nah,
money.
he is just indirectly saying Obi is part of them, so you know go fit do
Obi
am.
na car war authority say
So
COWARD na big one and na lie
now
na
wetin
big
make him go
agba.
down long route with that. Not only Obi na one of them, so he no go fit do am. He need another person, but he no fit talk am directly like that. Na he
You
make
know,
am dey
not
talk.
tell me say me I do election, God forbid bad thing. No. And I know see the one. I don't want go there make that temptation no come. That's why they be careful to they talk. Eh? Me I do my election. No. They get one to I go win. Eh? Even though I buy vote, I go buy am. I don't send anybody. When I don't get there, I go do the right job. Anyway, now wait. Not that I dey tell people.
Yeah, but you can only fight when say na your money you spend now.
You not
Yeah.
spend money now. Remember, I think they tell you now
No be
2 years
money
ago.
he spend now. Those who spend the money say, ah, no, no, oh, hold on. Now we. Now you hold up now.
See now,
So
I
in
tell you
money
now.
today, you no lose anything. Now
Wait,
if to say you go fight, now you go lose everything.
see now. Remember what I tell you a few months ago, saying that 800 million, 850 now he spent for in campaign, I donate to Labour Party. People decide they lie you. I sharp talk them out now. Now somebody come coming for phone, say, I take no. I say, and two person they do, one person will no person go still talk them out. Life and direct. The guy no rich for my IU, sorry to say. You no get money. If really, man, I left for you. If you say now show or get this opportunity when you get to, which one go be president to? More to talk to. If to say now my guy,
Not to do anything.
he go do something. He go make noise. Now
Well,
people go come out.
there's a reason why he know if he get Kadaka number now. Sure.
I know now. I know now. I know we talking.
So
You
by
go
the
use
time you
direct.
don't dey reach to get that card number, no be your doing. Now people do am. So now those people go tell you what you go
They
do.
already tell people say Obi na passenger boy. Forgetting the snatiku na
Oh,
boy.
no, normal.
Boy, now passenger boy. No didn't talk. No say calm down. They go give you part of your money. They will give your money times 2 back. In collector now, they say go try another time. At least he make benefits na imbo man na buy na selling na capitalist na. So so you make some
No,
money.
Obi is if the popularity when he gets, the place where in there among social ladder now, you no be anybody fit dey there now. So no
There are
be
people
amount of money where is for when go fit get this kind of popularity.
as they
Na
take clear,
again be that.
in file. Now I no understand. No say people even Dr. Damage get
Na
negative report of them. They
na
can't
them
clear
them
am.
na na
They can't
them
clear am
now. They are
yes
part of
now.
the same. Go ahead.
They can't make us say come turn to cent. That means sometimes they look and say, not be the same will be what the year will be this. Then come become this one. Oh, for Nigeria, my hand clean on. But I said Nigeria, I don't know where my hand clean or not. You understand?
Yeah, okay.
For Nigeria, my hand clean. I know they do dirty deals. You understand? So did we say at the time we say, if you want something, I should take get them. You know, consign me. So if I say you get them. I know they so I know they follow. Obi na just be like it'll be like a sheep when the lions they follow. Go lose the war. But if you get one lion, they head the whole sheep. That sheep then go beat everybody. So everybody can say, tak. I just dey laugh. That I remember time when Nigeria they talk say all lie on. I remember that time they come to say all lie on the judiciary. I remember that time I didn't know Nigeria no. Oh, later you know the truth. He just sit down. Withdraw. Like slave.
Na seasonal obedient.
I dey enjoy ya. That time when they hot for news, I know them, even you yourself, they come they talk about all those guys when they talk prophecy about the that time you did for Dr. Damage and say anyone of them come will go find them, flog them. Flog and then follow you now. Then I could back and say, see Nigeria, they never ready. When they're ready. When we say we need listen a thief, they no thief. You understand that? That make me I take respect Tinubu today, tomorrow. I say they respect them. In whole life now, kingmaker when become king. Now, hardly before a kingmaker become king. You understand that? In hold everybody to their balls. You know them. Now them. Everybody keep quiet now. So at least in go rainy, it remain how many years for him? In the for the second year, now it remain another 6 years for him. Then we shall see who will take over from him. So it will be war now. It will be every war. So that's just it. But the guys, I dey respect them more. Okay. I go like now go some make I read the small news for my people there. Make them no verse. But let me say, no say I like to read news. Make the thing they sweet my people there. Make they sweet them belly. What about you know come line yesterday? You came but you went so early. Why? Why they come like you just stay like 2 to 3 hours? You don't jack back.
Yes,
Mr.
now.
Ovie,
What you go?
why not they stay long like before again?
I just find money now. I don't give you money. Ma, say na money now. Say na.
The
Say
game
na.
on the days you go why no
Say
people no
every.
say I like your wish. I like you. You know won't be like this my your word them when they talk with the people 1 year for their ear. And I say if you play that game, you know be capitalist now. My one are capitalist now. It doesn't make money. You know, so they come back to Nigeria. Lie. the day come, you know they leave that country again till thy kingdom come. The thing go leave the earth. You understand? So everything I cash out. Everybody they cash out. We get them sometimes. I don't blame them. Sha. When you spend money to get something, you first therefore collect your money back, then collect the benefits, then come out the interest and the gain. You understand? So that's just it. Then they only think of the people small, small. I was following a state in Nigeria. I'm not gonna call the name of the state. My brother, I cried this morning. Nothing changed. Oh. And people still they vote for the same people again. Nothing they change. Nothing they change. Nothing they change. Nothing they change. But not be for north to, not for south to, not for south. Look at this specific area. South. Nothing they change. And they see they vote for the same people. Everybody there won't just want cash out. Now local government now they're happy because they don't they talk as they go take put for their pocket. Put for their pocket. So that's just it. But sure, Nigeria, we are moving forward. That's what I tell people we are moving forward. Now small. We go conquer that people, then we go collect them back. But now small. But who won't even though we collect them back, who you want handle and give? You know the film we watch. This film, what did we call Gladiator? Gladiator. You remember the film Gladiator? Eh?
Yeah.
Where the major actor they ask say Russell Crowe say he go collect this from the then given to the Senate. So they won't know who you won't give. You understand now? Even though they do restructure, the same people and when they and then go still did there now. So a looter continue, they go to loot the country. They go. They go to loot my country. Sometimes at least Nigeria is still strong. On top of that money they don't thief. According allegedly, before they go. I can put that word allegedly. Why? Yes, say allegedly. Say they don't loot. Over $20 trillion. And Nigeria still they stand. That money no go finish. Koniton.
And the oil still they come out now.
Yeah, he said they come. I don't know where that way from because you know they finish. And what
No,
when we
I want
see
to finish.
that they dictate for us, how many would they say give people? That make me I pray me then get war for Middle East. Now then Nigeria go to flourish. You understand? If war day for Middle East, they no go fit to sell their oil, so everybody go to bomb go Nigeria. So Nigeria go make
Nigeria no
money.
get oil like that now. Nigeria oil na
No,
small oil
we get.
compared to
No, we get.
right.
Don't say
When you say
everything
country
like
we get oil, when you say country we get oil, Nigeria oil na small.
no, at least for the time being, it go make nobody waiting make Jonathan regime strong that time. With Nigeria, they keep they made over $500 billion. Everybody can they collect money disappear finish now. Money finish. Body came and saw nothing now. According to him or allegedly, me they talk allegedly now because of I don't want me them tomorrow now. I won't go and become a senator or minister for Nigeria. They come bring out my tape out, say me, I took this one. I say allegedly, that's what I heard. So that nobody can use it against me. So that's it. But Nigeria is moving forward. Yes, today say our national grid, our national grid collapsed the third time in 1 week. Yeah, for Nigeria punch. Hmm? So I will give them latest. Whether na the one latest news or na politics, I give them latest. Latest that's the best. Say Katsina State Governor say go one exemplify spirit of true patriotism. And go still there alive. And there was a church in UK that celebrated his birthday. Everything at UK. Yeah. We get why we say our UK they accommodate our past leaders. Just accommodate our past leaders. And it's good, sure. Let me say, maybe they don't hand over Nigeria to France. France go do well for them. Just everything go there for table. Okay, politics today. I read from Nigerian Punch. The news of today. At least we go know what they go on. They go on for my country, Nigeria. Oh. Eh? We will read them today according to Nigerian politics. I'll go for Nigerian politics. So PDP, Kaduna PDP. PDP means People's Democratic Party dismisses boycott rumor ahead of local government polls. PDP that they boycott, what they won't boycott again? What did they won't boycott? Then they fear. Then they fear. What did they do that and then they do them back? Then they fear. What do you think now? Kaduna State Chairman of the People's Democratic Party, Edward Marshall, has refuted rumors making the rounds that he called on party faithful to boycott today's local government election, scheduled to be held in all 23 local government areas of the state. This in an interview with newsmen in Kafashan, the headquarters of Jema local government area on Friday, said the call for a boycott was neither made nor endorsed by his office. He explained that while the PDP's agent at the Siakon office of Kaduna were expecting sensitive materials before distribution, it was noticed that one of the most sensitive material, the result sheet, was not included, was an anomaly. Hey, anomaly. Let me see the result. They already don't schedule. They don't talk what they go do already. He said, 2 weeks ago, I had raised the alarm over plans by the ruling All Progressive Party APC to manipulate the election by sneaking in a clause into the second election guidelines that would alter the process of announcing election results. My party will insist until all sensitive materials are included to ensure a level playing ground. He lamented that the display of electoral fraud by the ruling party indicated that democracy is under attack in Kaduna State. Only Kaduna, the guy no be patriot too. He will be patriot for your own state too. He further called all other members of the PDP to come out on massive to exercise their franchise and avoid any act that could breach the peace. Punchline report that was of 7:30 a.m. The Kaduna State Independent Electoral Commission office was under lock and key while ad hoc staff were looking helpless. Now they don't see what they go into them. Now they hear them. Now they hear them. Now PDP they cry. They cry. They cry, see, Kaduna State local government election. Their papers, the paper no complete to. The paper no complete to. Make them leave T-Pain alone. Oh. Tinubu is not the problem of Nigeria. The problem don't did already before income now. Make them stop that one. I just opposition just create a false narrative. False narrative everywhere. This Nigerian na chop na turn by turn. You understand? When PDP they reign that time, they don't let us reign. They say na the one election party for life. Then APC don't come, they do the same thing. They're doing it for the betterment of the people. So I don't see them, and then they complain. Then they complain. How they want to do? How they want to do? They don't make us rest. Just they talk. But I still believe this thing. Them Make we come, I go like make we go small, make we enter make we enter this state, Port Harcourt. Wetin Wiki dey do for them. At least understand. Hmm? Wike will never leave PDP, says APC chairman. Hmm? On the 17th of October 2024. Now wetin talk o. The chairman of the All Progressive Congress in Rivers State, Dr. Tony Okocha, has stated that the Federal Capital Territory FCT minister Nelson Wike is not a member of APC. According to him, Wike will never leave the opposition party. He's certain that he has always said that the PDP made him what he is. He has always said that he would remain there. Okocha was particularly categorically in declaring that Wike would not leave the PDP. Wike will never leave the PDP. He is an ardent believer in the PDP. He is not likely to leave that group, Okocha said. He told journalists on Thursday in Abuja that the 27 Rivers lawmakers who are currently in a bitter political struggle with Governor Simi Nalayi Fubara are also not the members of the APC. People like Wike has decamped to the APC. They also say that the 27 lawmakers currently fighting with Fubara have defected to the APC. I need to make it clear to everyone, much as I wish to have them to my fold, none of them has agreed to join us. I am the one who should know if they did, but clearly they have not. What the lawmakers did was a political gimmick. I tried to woo them, but they kept vacillating and did not. To defect, they must go to their wards, register, and obtain their membership card. None of them has been done. I've done that, he said. He, however, stated that Wike is a member of a renewed hope agenda. In Rivers, I am 001 of the APC. But in the Renew Hope agenda, I am number 2. Wike is 001. He explained. He also spoke about Wike influence on Rivers politics. Wike has done so much for Rivers, so he is strong. In the next 10 years, Wike will continue to influence the political direction in Rivers. It will be difficult to uproot him. Aside from his many projects scattered throughout the state, he has touched people's lives directly. Such people will always be behind him, he said. He described Wike as a politician who could identify with every good cause, irrespective of political party. Once the cause is good, and we give him a platform to serve his people. Wike is part of it, Okocha said. Another year, so Wike na baba o. Wike na baba o. Wike na baba o. Forget that one. Sake, I agree to. Wike na baba. Hey. Wike is not going anywhere for River State politics. So Fubara just they make noise. You know, say when other small people in a way I like according to animal rights, when I like those small chihuahua there. When the thing do, we don't give up. He go enter. That's so full barabio. We can just look at. He's one of his boy now. So Papa know that this one in picking like that too. Even though Peking do bad, he go still like him. You understand? He go still like him. Whether we like him or not, he still like him. Now see boy. Now just making just the lawyer. You go the contribute according to them allegedly. I said that word allegedly. So Wiki is still the godfather of PDP politician in Rivers State. So make we dey see. Make we dey see where they go. But for us, no shaking. No shaking. Wiki still get that muzzle. You know they fear anything. You know they fear anything. You know they fear anything. So make we dey look. So make we dey look. So I won't put this one out. Making a year to go. Local government polling Nasarawa APC unveils chairmanship candidates. Nasarawa State chapter of the APC has announced its chairmanship candidate for November 2 local government council election in the state. The chairman of the party primary election committee, Mr. Tanimu Adamsi, reviews the names of the successful candidate while submitting the SSS report of the party state executive on Friday in Lafayette, Nasarawa State. Adamson explained that the party's flag bearer emerged through census as agreed by the party in line with the Article 20 of its constitution. He listed the names of the successful chairmanship candidates of the 13 local governments as Safiyanu Isa for Akwanga, Amu Dank Akanu for Awe, Jonathan Adra for Doma, Abubakar Mandaki for Karo, and others included Idris Maginin for Kefi, Beatrice Agbawu for Kona, Mohammed Ahmed for Nasarawa, Iliyah Aliyu for Nasarawa Egon, Isa Sani for Obi, Mutula Damaduni for Toto. Sorry to say, they say it's the name of a place. Oh, I not think anything wise. And Ezekiel Jaga for Wamba. He noted that the census candidate emerged through thorough consultation and resolution among the party stakeholders and their candidates. Anderson also stated that the party councillorship candidate for the 147 electoral wards had similar emerged through census, receiving their report. Alayu Bello, APC state chairman, thanked the committee members of the dedication and for fulfilling their mandate within the stipulated time frame. He expressed satisfaction with the caliber of individuals who had emerged as the party's candidates and expressed optimism at the APC would win the election in all local government areas, given the quality of his candidates. NAN report that the APC at the stakeholders meeting on the 7th of October 2027 fixed October 14th and 16th for the councillorship and chairmanship primaries. The party also adopted the census method of selecting candidates for both local government electoral was at the meeting. In the year, APC they show us say that they structure the country, then they structure everything. So whether we like them or not, that they follow the laws and regulations. I don't know about other parties, so I don't know about other parties, but even me myself, I won't go in as I'm into politics very soon in Nigeria. Is me, I don't tell people say I know they collect a dime. I don't need them for salary anymore. Mine is just to do the job and I resign. I do anything outside of the job, I step down. That is it. At least now, so they say that African man know they resign. Make I tell you with experience. So everywhere what I was doing before, when I saw that I wasn't capable of continuing in some things that does not align with my ambition, what I think for others, I step aside. Nigerians should learn that kind of things now to avoid shame and reproach. That's just it. But we are moving forward. Nigeria is moving forward. We are moving forward. Whether we like it or not, we are moving forward. So now, small, now that they drink tea when hot too. You drink and too much. You drink and too much. You go burn you. Make we go for politics inside Oyo State. Oyo State. Make we enter Oyo State. Oyo APC lost 4 ex-local government chairmen and 23 others to 5 years. In 5 years, ex-Alogon chair. The APC, All Progressive Congress in Oyo State on Thursday disclosed that it had lost about 27 former local government chairmen, vice chairman, as well as councillors since 2019. This was made known by the former state chairman and Association of Local Government of Nigeria, Ayodeji Abbas Aleshiloye, during a get-together of the forum of the 68 former executive chairman of the local government in the state, held at Algon House, Ring Road in Ibadan, the state capital. He explained that the party has lost four former council chairman, 4 former vice chairman, and 19 councillors in the last 5 years. He said out of 746 past chairmen, vice chairman, councillor during the late former governor Abiola Ajimobi, the party has lost some of its most committed party members in the state. We have lost 4 former chairmen, 4 vice chairmen, and 19 councillors. 68 ex-local government chairman, 68 ex-vice chairmen, and 610 councillors. This is the story of the Forum 68, a grassroots movement that metamorphosed from 68 elected chairmen of the local government areas, local council development authority, and members of Algon in the state. Aleshin Loye stressed that the forum was a child of necessity, a product of their political ingenuity to continue the struggle for grassroots development, defense of constitutional democracy, and the rule of law after the state governor Sheyi Makinde illegal dissolved state chairman in the state. He said a spontaneous unconstitutional action of the governor carried out in the first hour of his swearing in to office. The action of the governor Makinde was eventually declared illegal, unconstitutional, null, and void by the Supreme Court of Nigeria on May 7, 2021, with a cost attached and full payment of our salary and entitlement ordered to be paid. Everything na money, oh, na money, oh, na money, oh, na money, oh, na money, oh. So you see, everything they resolve for always money. They know they do something free for the country. Now, what the country could do for the night and day after? According to me, or according to my Yoruba language, elebi ni gbogbo wọn, elebi ni gbogbo wọn, stomach culture, structural program. All of them just want chop. Elebi, that's why they go the leave party, the crisscross party. Make I continue. He therefore dedicated the unique victory of the late Ajimobi and prayed to God to repose his soul. Our local government autonomy and former Algon chairman said that the party will fully in support of a fundamental necessity to the grassroots and national development. But our people should not see the recently granted autonomy by the Supreme Court in the case of the federal government versus the state government as a mere government to government affair. It's called to duty for more popular participation by the people to guarantee free and fair election, allocation, and budget monitoring, implementation monitoring. This is to make sure that transparency, integrity, and accountability are not compromised. Added, responding to the state acting ABC chairman Olayide Abbas called for unity of purpose among the party chieftains and followers as to return the lost glory of the party in the next election. Among the dignitaries were Senator Ayode Addition, former Speaker to the State House of Assembly, Asimiyu Alarape, the Public Relations Officer of the party, Adewale Sadare, party bigwigs, past political office holder, and many others. Now the year that everybody they just say, why can't we Nigerians start thinking how to make Nigeria great? Not to be thinking of our own pocket, our own belly structure. I was surprised in the state. I saw some of them are from a party to another party just to win the election. Just to win. Mr. Vie, you don't come back. At the CEO.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you follow.
I did listen to you. But you know me, you see, I don't like news.
You dey laugh. You say, and the founders now say, Wike na strong man. No, is one of the principalities and powers of River State.
You are worrying about what they do. Worry about who talking.
Na true, all of them
How
are the
much they
same
give
thing.
am?
All of them are
No
the same
be only
thing.
talk say everybody they look for waiting go chop.
Na truth, na everybody want chop cocoa. Na everybody they find money. They find money. But this money of 18, who create that money safe for us? Who create that money? I would not understand. Who create that?
Capitalism.
Like a Baba T go best for you. It go best for you. Eh? Hey, they say today for Nigeria for Ogbomosho.
I don't
Our
worry if
youth
I invest.
student. Mm-hmm. Why? No. Me, I just want to make sure say. What in them say they need to understand what they get there. I say make we talk, make we read, make I say today's news. No Kana Christian Association of Nigeria hails Oni at 50. Oni at 50 commends exemplary traditional leadership. Today, the president of the Christian Association of Nigeria, Archbishop Daniel Oko, joined others dignitaries to congratulate the Oni of Ife. So that they congregate, that they didn't now what did they go collect to? They say the guy will consent check now. Hell God, I mean, everything na money for Nigeria. If you look left na money, right na money. They say they congratulate the Oni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Onita Ogunwusi Ojaja 2 on his 50th. A young man, 50. Sporting thing. No, small man, no. Like when they make noise like this. You know, make I continue. What do you want to talk? Oh, never hear. What do you never hear? Hey, Nigeria. Now the headlines are the give now, just the headlines. I'm gonna give them the headlines. I won't talk. You know, see now I won't go for Niger Delta. Like make I notice they go for Niger Delta. Delta urges residents to relocate as flood threatens. You hear am? Governor Sheriff Obo Rewori of Delta State. So you know Sheriff really? I just said that a joke. It's not Sheriff. What thing go do for them? What is he doing? Bon. Delta State governor has said it would not abandon flood victims across the state as rising water level threaten those living in coastal communities. The government also concurred on those living in the flood-prone areas to relocate to higher ground as the government make adequate arrangements to accommodate them in the camps nearest to them. Festus Ahon, the chief press secretary to the governor, Sheriff Aborewori, gave the assurance on Saturday while speaking the flood update in Asaba, the Delta State. I hear you.
You want to know why God is alive and this war no go ever end?
Why? Make at the year.
Come to Miami.
Miami, make I come Miami.
God is still here.
What could they say on life? What could they say?
So God don't locate. God they live here.
God they live for Miami now. God they live for France. We can live for France.
Yeah, you they see Yash, you they see like how? Why? No.
Put that for video where they see. I beg, put that for video. Put that for video where they see you. Put that for video. I beg, put that for video. Put that for video. Make we see this.
This one I don't regular place I do. I don't
put them for video now. Not the one they see. Make we see.
Come by what? No, you have to come to Miami. You want to see God? Come to Miami. God in Miami.
Oh no!
Which kind of life is this?
Put that for video now.
Ah.
No say, no let that one deceive you. No let that one deceive you. No say. No, they tell people say, they tell me to follow. Somebody ask me, say you prefer woman when get nyash and breast, or you prefer woman when get character. I say I prefer woman when get character. See, they won't beat me, or my friends, they won't beat me. They say, what now they talk? I say I choose character. Eh?
Because you are a poor man, that's why they think like that.
I love the poor man.
once you get by, yeah, anyone with you go get character by force. This one not like which kind of life it is.
Put that for video. Make your audience
My guy, no. I want to not say my channel get membership, so get some kind video I go they make now exclusive for members. Nah, man.
Come now. Come follow me, Haxamo. Make him put and make everybody see what in the scene. Whether not true they talk. That's if for listen who in Nigeria would like seeing this believing.
This one, I not they measure you one specific place, but just once you just enter once you enter Florida, you begin to see signs of God.
All of them are BBL now. No one be original.
No. I don't say Atlanta now. To say na Atlanta day, I go tell you say okay na BBL at the sea. That na Atlanta be that. America get anything where you. America will give you anything where you want. GMO people dey organic one. Yeah, na organic. But
I go like make a man of prestige come confirm for me. That's
yes. There's a reason why in the road they call live here every holiday. There's a reason.
At least the man of prestige he go come in now. When we don't call him name. Make him put up for video. Like me now. I thank God say my woman get nyash. I'm proud of it. She the same. So that's not him. Everybody get to thing like. I don't say me I like nyash, but I go take myself say and my wife get character. And so I know they hide them.
No, once you come here, you know get once you come here, you know get you don't give your life to Christ. The God is alive. He lives here. Don't be saying nah. Why?
Hey. Oh no, you don't come, you don't
Just,
come.
I don't know.
Everybody get what you don't like. Yeah?
No. This is too much. It's too much. I look for
One day I go talk woman matter for your line.
I did reconsider my decision.
One can hear something.
I did reconsider my decision. This is nomadic life. My nomadic life don't end for here. I look for house.
Is it look for house?
I look for house.
We go contribute for you. What of all you contribute for you?
I have found Christ. I have found God. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, put that for video now.
I don't know.
For video, they beg you again.
Now one time thing that they put for video. This is
hiking. We no want to see hiking. Hiking for Ngozi them. Understand? Put no people see what you're supposed to see. Hiking and Ngozi them, they like hiking. All this guy work out for bush. I know the bushman. I don't do hiking when I work in the military. I know they done again.
I be person wey dey. I dey like observe memory. Just enjoy. I know the video. What about the video now? I don't lost it. I said
the moment you the video, no say American people they like making the video them. They like their life. Oh, when I come to America, now be say now Miami we go. So we go do a live audience, live chat. I think I go put that for live. I go like make my people to connect to make them not to say I dey do bad thing.
No,
Hmm? Not to
no
say I dey
worry.
do bad
When
thing.
I finish waiting I dey do. When I finish here, I'll go back. Then I will go where talk person make I go. Talk person make I go South Beach. When I reach
Ah,
there, e be like say na there be real God, na there be God dey. Na im permanent resident be that. This other place na like vacation home. Kai, wetin I like be this na. Where have I been all my life?
okay. Now at least I happy say I reach more news, sir. I won't buy something I like from market. See now. I won't buy something I like small. Where you don't go now, not maybe one day we go to read. I go like
You
to
dey come?
talk man and woman matter. Eh? And nobody go come tell me say na lie or na true to. I go bring the data. As I dey talk, you go to show us the data, live and direct. Eh? Nigerian man, tell am say make him show us wetin dey see. Oh, we wan see wetin dey see. Make we see wetin dey see. Eh? I wan see am. I wan see wetin dey see. Eh? He say God dey exist now. Na I believe say God dey exist. Make we see wetin why he say God dey exist for Miami. Yeah? Make we see him. Make we see am till we come.
God is here.
Later now, Ovie go dey criticize our politician. You too, they do the same thing, no? You dey chop alone. You dey chop alone. Okay, now Ovie, make I go do thing I wan do. I go come back. I will come back later. Yeah, if you still dey online, or you maybe you I don't know whether go close shop. Maybe if Nigerian man go come, we go dey listen from background. But I do thing I wan do quick, so I come back also. Hmm?
I go.
Take good, okay, now take good care of yourself. Thank you for the time we give me. One love. Eh?
I, I appreciate you, man.
French.
Thanks.
Okay, France is still the best. Everybody
Let
wants to
us
see Miami
see.
now. Nigeria too wants to see Miami now. Now we see Miami now with you now. We don't think we deserve for tell it. We know whether Photoshop. But we see our life. What did they see? Yeah?
In fact, no be Photoshop. Oh. That what I see for telly is not doing justice. It's not doing justice. It's not pressing God the right way. Yeah, that video, those videos no dey press God the right way. There's a difference between organic and GMO. You have to come
GMO.
to. You have to see it to believe it.
Okay. Okay, take good care of yourself, Take care. Bye bye.
All right, man. I
I go
appreciate
there
it.
background. Listen, maybe if you stay online, I'll later I'll come back. Make I rush go buy what I want buy for myself. Next time, make I take the enjoy
All
myself.
right.
Take care. Okay.
Yeah,
Bye
I'll
bye.
go. I'll go. When I finish, yeah, I'll go back. When I back, I don't know. I want to enter beach, so if I'm not distracted enough, I'll go live. If I have, right, I will enjoy what nature has to offer in abundance. That's what's going to happen. Uh, I'm sorry.
All right, guys. Talk later.